That was an ear-piercing
Jesus
scream. Could you
Christ.
imagine if you heard that next door?
Ah.
It's a vampire. It's a murderous vampire,
No, it's
Sean.
not. Look. Hello! And welcome
I knew
back
that was coming.
to Cinema Rules.
We're in horror season.
Wow, yeah, we are in
beginning
horror,
of horror
season.
season.
And what a way to start off with a Patreon poll winner. And today's Patreon poll winner is, as you have seen by the thumbnail, Fright Night, the original 1985 or 6?
It's rated 18.
Is it?
Yeah, look, rated 18.
Oh.
Maybe that... But
the
don't
80s.
they keep the rating they had when they came out, though?
Yeah, maybe, because the Halloween was rated an 18.
Ah.
And that was like a 12A now.
Yeah. So, we've both only seen the remake with Colin Farrell.
Yeah, please don't hate us. Stop hating us.
But do you know what?
I know.
It's not that bad of a film.
It's not.
When we've seen it without seeing this. But I imagine if this is really good, then people would be disappointed by that one. But like, I love vampire films.
Well, my dad said that the remake's alright, but the original's just better in every way. So we do love vampires, and recently we finished watching Midnight Mass, and that is yet to come out onto YouTube. It will be coming out on Patreon first. The whole season will dump all episodes.
There's a jump in that where we both jump more than that car scene in her house, isn't there? Yeah, it was bad. Bad. But that was a great show, and so check out the Patreon page for when that drops. And also, that Patreon page, that link in the description, will lead you to watch the full-length reaction to Fright Night along with us. This is the first one on our journey back to horror.
Back to horror.
The genre that started it all, Sean.
Yeah, and we will be doing horror sequels as well.
We've got some insane films, I reckon, coming up.
Definitely. And then we'll be returning to horror yet again during Halloween, October. But we thought we would give you a little sprinkle, a little taste.
There's something about the genre that just is film as well.
What do you mean?
It is filmmaking. Like it's such a good genre for filmmaking.
It's almost filmmaking in its purest state, because it's low budget. People have to be creative in order to achieve what they want.
Imagination.
Yeah, exactly. So I love it, and it's whenever we create something like a short film or whatever, we go straight to horror because it's the easiest one to do.
Yeah.
So I love it because of that. It's a very close to our hearts. But yeah, so we're about to watch it now. But if you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button, and I hope you enjoy the reactions.
Join us on the quest to watch every horror film ever made.
Alright, let's get into it. Before we move on to the reaction, future Sean here with a fresh trim, might I say. I just wanted to have a big shout out, a big thank you to today's sponsor, which is, of course, you've guessed it, Skillshare. A lot of you will know who Skillshare is, but if you don't, Skillshare is an online learning community that has thousands and thousands of different classes to learn and to inspire development in any areas that you see fit. If you've got a skill or a talent that you want to learn or develop, then Skillshare is right for you. The people over at Skillshare have kindly requested that I sponsor them in many of my videos, and since they have approached me, I have used Skillshare for a number of things. One of which is I've started to learn how to snowboard just for my personal hobby, and there is a course online on Skillshare that is for beginners, and I watched that class many times to help me through that beginner stage. Not only that, I've also learnt a lot about DaVinci Resolve 17, which is a color grading and editing software. I've used that to kind of develop my understanding of editing and color grading for my short films. There's just so many different classes that you can take to help improve your skills and learn new skills as well. And as I've said in previous videos where Skillshare have sponsored, if you're really into YouTube and you're wanting to learn how to do a YouTube channel, I personally went onto Marcus Brownlee's course, which was about YouTube success. That was really helpful when starting out my channel, and it would also help me now. So grab 2022 by the balls and make it your own. Grow your skills, grow as a person, develop you as a person and invest in yourself. The first 1,000 Cinema Rules viewers to use the code Cinema Rules, in all capitals, no spaces, as you see on the screen right now, or the link in the description, will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare completely free. So you could do a number of different courses to help develop your skills in any areas that you see fit or that interests you, completely free. You can try a number of them. You don't have to carry on after that month. You can cancel it, but you get a month free to develop those skills with no cost involved at all. It's a bargain. So I would suggest just taking a look, link in the description, or use the code Cinema Rules to get your 1-month free trial. Start seriously thinking about your creativity and your personal growth today, and sign up to Skillshare. Thank you, Skillshare, once again for sponsoring this video, and thank you guys for helping support the channel. Let's get on to the reaction. Fright Night. It's a good one.
He's got it the wrong way around.
Do you want to make love or not?
No.
You'd at least go and check.
Amy, quick, come here. You gotta see this.
This guy, that's all he's ever wanted, and he just screws it up last second.
Buzz off, evil. Call me anything you want. Only you're the
Why is he like
one
that?
trig, not me.
Why is he like that as a person?
Which one?
With his mate. Like,
It's
so
just
weird.
an excitable guy.
Why is he so
He's
weird?
an excitable dude. It's classic America. 30-year-olds in high school. That was an ear-piercing
Jesus
scream. Could you
Christ.
imagine if you heard that next door?
What are you doing? Nothing. Oh, yeah? Would just make sure that it stays that way.
He doesn't look like your average vampire, does he?
I don't think he's a vampire. He's out in the day.
Oh, yeah.
Charlie, is this some sort of a trick to get me back?
What?
Forget it. I'm going to the police.
Charlie, you can't go to the police with a story like that. They'll lock you
All
up.
right, then I won't tell him he's a vampire. But I sure as hell am gonna tell him about the 2 women.
Charlie! Charlie!
Charlie!
Quite a place you have here.
Yeah, we're restoring it.
Where is Mr. Dandridge?
Jesus.
That is not the
Doesn't
house
look
you
like that from
expect.
the outside.
Yeah.
Charlie lives next door. Thinks he saw the victim in this house.
Well, that's impossible.
They wouldn't
I
take
was here with Jerry all last night. There was
The
nobody.
the kid round.
No.
That's a lie. I saw him carry her body out in a plastic bag.
Just calling him out straight away.
Look, let me take you out back. I'll show you the bags we put in the garbage.
Okay, let's see him.
Look, I can prove he's lying. Let's look in the basement instead.
What's down there, Charlie?
Yes, John.
This was Jim Carrey all of a sudden.
Well, if I ever catch your ass down at the station house again, I'm throwing it in jail forever.
Forever? On what grounds?
And to what do I owe this dubious pleasure?
This kid is annoying me.
Evil, please, I'm not kidding. Just tell me what to do. Don't call me evil anymore. Should I help you anyway?
I don't understand this character.
It's like a nerd.
What the fuck is he?
nerd-
Is he a
like
friend?
like a nerd at school, I guess.
Your best protection right now, Charles, is that a vampire cannot enter your house without being invited by the rightful owner first.
Are you sure about that?
Gets home and the mom's like having tea with him.
Yeah.
Charlie?
I told you!
Is our next door neighbor?
Ah!
What's the matter, Charlie? Afraid I'd never come over without being invited first? You're right. You're quite right. Of course, now that I've been made welcome, I'll probably drop by quite a bit.
Oh, so he can come around whenever he wants now. Uh-oh.
Now, we wouldn't want to wake your mother, would we, Charlie? Then I'd have to kill her, too.
Who?
Oh, Jesus! You've definitely woken up the mum now.
Almost disturbing my sleep this afternoon. Telling policemen about me!
The mum is sleeping like a log.
Yeah. Oh. Ow.
Oh, look
Oh,
at
his
his hand.
fingers. Oh, it's a steak.
Staking through the heart. Like,
Oh! What the fuck?
I know you're there, Charlie. I can see you.
That's so freaky.
But that's nothing compared to what I'm gonna do to you tomorrow night.
Why
No
not?
bargain in there.
Why not tonight? Why not tonight?
I have just been fired because nobody wants to see vampire killers anymore, or vampires either.
Ah.
Apparently all they want are demented madmen running around in ski masks, hacking up young virgins.
Nice reference to the slasher films of the 80s.
Now you promise you're not gonna do anything till you hear from us, okay? Come on.
Amy, you don't believe me, do you?
No.
I love you, Charlie.
That doesn't answer my question. Amy!
I don't get Amy, man, as a character.
No. I don't get either of his friends as characters.
Your friend needs a psychiatrist, not a vampire killer.
Please, Mr. Vincent.
I'm afraid not. You see, Hollywood beckons. I have just been offered a starring role in a major film. I have even had to quit Fright night. And so you see...
I'll give you money.
How much?
Mr. Vincent, I cannot tell you how much I appreciate this.
Good evening, good evening. Now, down to business. Where is the lair of this suspected creature of the night?
He's gonna die, isn't he?
Peter Vincent.
Yeah, I think he's gonna fucking die. I have a feeling he's just gonna get murdered.
And they're all gonna like run out of steam.
Yeah, yeah, I think so, yeah. That'd be hilarious.
Hey, Peter Vincent. Billy Cole. This is a pleasure. Won't y'all come in?
That guy's so creepy, the assistant.
Yeah.
Please.
Some vampire, Brewster.
God, he's neat.
Sorry.
Sean!
It's literally his axe is right behind him. Like, come on.
Well, bottoms up.
He's holding it in, isn't he? He's like,
yeah.
If he's not a vampire, have him touch this.
oh, he stepped back. He stepped back. How did you guys not see that?
Yeah.
Let's get out.
Oh yeah, the mirror.
That goes for you too, Ed. I expect we have a lot of the same interests, you know, in horror.
Oh my god.
We have been taking up much too much of your time. Thank you so much. Come along now.
Oh, he's gonna say to the kids, he's gonna be like, okay, he's a vampire.
But I am not doing anything about it.
Yeah.
He didn't cast a reflection in my mirror. Satisfied now?
Oh, that's some scary shit, that.
You got me, Charlie. You
He's joking, he's joking.
You know what you're gonna have to do now, don't you? Kill me. Kill me, Charlie. Before I turn into a vampire and give you a hickey.
Oh shit.
Music, man.
Sexy.
Boom, boom, boom.
All you have to do is take my hand.
Was he gonna turn him?
Take my hand.
Oh, his fingers are so long and hairy.
You're gonna turn him into a vampire?
I think so.
And that other guy that's his assistant is like, I've been asking for 10 years.
What are you gonna do?
Oh
Not me.
Peter Vincent, the great vampire killer of the...
He wasn't in the mirror again.
Ow! Oh, that's horrendous. Oh shit! Ah! Oh, I didn't expect him to do this. What a smile.
It should have been a bit more sinister than that.
Yeah. No.
Oh, he's bitter.
Oh, I didn't expect that. What the hell?
How come he can touch it then?
No idea.
The other one couldn't.
But he stepped back before when they showed him the cross. Maybe it's a certain type of cross.
You have to have faith for this to work on me.
Ah. He's kidding still.
Gonna make it?
Bitch slapped.
Booster. Thank God the phone wires have been cut.
That's obviously not her, is it? Ah! He's got the table leg. Oh! Ah.
It's a vampire. It's a murderous vampire.
No, it's not. Look. It's a dog. Ah. 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 Well, he's turning back into a human, isn't he, as he's dying?
Yeah.
That scene was incredible.
That was so good.
That
it
was
was emotional
so
as well for him as well.
Uh-oh.
That was a great
What a
no.
swat.
I love a good no in
Yeah.
film. No!
Too late to save her?
No,
Oh.
not if we kill Dandridge before dawn.
Yeah.
Ah, I see. The
Turns it back.
source.
I mean it. Don't force me to shoot.
Oh! Surely he's not dead. Oh.
Stake him.
Uh-oh. He's gonna jump through the smoke.
Ah! You stupid idiot.
Oh! Sand! Why is it sand? Man, they are traumatized. Look at them. They're just like, what the How much more of this can I
He was
take?
literally like, ah.
He's like, oh.
You have to have faith for that to work, Mr. Vincent. Remember?
Oh, he's good.
The sun.
Oh, yeah.
Look over your shoulder.
Ah! Yeah?
Oh! What the? Oh, that was cool. What the
Size of it. Throw it into the light. Oh, they're gone again.
For crying out loud!
It's not my fault, Charlie. You promised you wouldn't let him get me. You promised.
Amy.
Oh! Charlie again doing nothing. Oh. No! Close it. Oh, you shouldn't have done that. There's one when they're behind him, isn't there?
Yeah. Oh! The f*** is that skeleton?
What?
I just saw something red.
Red eyes?
That was his friend.
Oh, you're so cool, Brewster.
Yeah, that was his friend.
Yeah, because I thought he might not have got stabbed in the heart.
Yeah.
That was Fright Night.
1985.
Fright Night!
Is it 85 or 86? Because on IMDb I think it says 85, but on Prime it says 86.
It says 86 there.
Let me just double check. Fright Night. 85.
Yeah.
So I don't understand.
Who knows, man?
80s, mid 80s.
Mid 80s. And it was an 80s film as well. Like, it was hands down an 80s film.
Yeah.
Loved
it.
I thought it was great. I really liked it.
Yeah, I
actually, for the first third, I was a bit like,
Yeah, the third act
but then
was brilliant. The third act made it memorable, whereas the remake, I can't really remember it at all, but I'll definitely be remembering the latter half of this film.
Yeah, I actually really liked the second and third as well. Like when the vampire was chasing them and the club scene I thought was great. Initially I was a bit iffy about the guy who played the vampire, but actually I thought his presence was quite good.
It was theatrical, the performances, especially the vampire performances.
And hands down, the practical effects are just so good. The transformation when
with his friend going.
Yeah, when his friend
gets
stabbed, and it's like half wolves turning back. Oh my god, it was so good. And when he got the cross on the head as well. I just wish I hadn't seen the remake, because although it's really different, the basic plot is the same.
I seriously cannot remember the remake.
No, yeah. So
I definitely can't remember it being similar to this.
The basics plot is quite the same. The only thing I think I like better about the remake is I buy the friendship between the two guys way more. Like here, I'm like, huh?
Yeah, I didn't understand.
I would prefer him to be all wacky after he transformed, which he was. He was really good as a vampire, but before.
Yeah. So him as a vampire, I loved. He was almost one of my favourite bits about the movie. His performance as a vampire, and I understand that they wanted to see that he had that quirkiness as just a normal human as well, for it to make sense, because that jerk change or jerk reaction or jerk change to him being wacky vampire would have been a bit jarring. But the film didn't really develop their friendship as being a friendship. I didn't understand. They were like, at one point they were saying they were really close, then the next he wasn't really helping him and wasn't really looking. Didn't seem like a friend.
I guess their performances as school kids, I didn't buy as much. No. But like they were always cast older people in the 80s. But
yeah, I think my favourite characters were his friend as a vampire. Vincent was
so good because
he had an arc.
He had a character arc of redemption.
Yeah,
like he was comedic as well.
Yeah,
but then he was like quite cowardly, and then he came back.
Yeah,
and he was quite good. When the bat was like in his face, I was like, I'm trying to get him out.
But like the weakest characters,
and you feared for them as well.
Yeah,
like you didn't think that anybody could.
Yeah, the weakest characters though are the main two characters, which is Charlie and his girlfriend.
Yeah.
They are the weakest characters.
I'd agree. But Roddy McDowell plays Peter Vincent, and he's quite good. So the music was proper 80s, wasn't it?
Yeah, so this is a problem that I had probably with Nightmare on Elm Street as well when I first watched that.
The first one.
No, the first.
Oh, it was the first one.
The first one we ever saw. The first video on our channel.
Techno kind of soundtrack.
Soundtrack. I said I didn't understand. It didn't match with the tone of the movie it was trying to create, but it's 80s.
Yeah.
And I felt like that type of soundtrack is in all 80s music.
Again,
so 80s
I like it in the club scene, but when he's following them and it's like meant to be a villainous soundtrack, it doesn't fit. But maybe that's just because it's
just
have
80s,
different tastes. Like, imagine seeing this in the cinema in 1985. Like, it'd be amazing, wouldn't it? It'd be amazing.
I'd love to watch this in the cinema. Like, if it released.
I was thinking that halfway through,
whole crowd of fans.
Yeah.
Like,
I wish more
I just wish more cinemas played older films still.
Maybe,
I know they don't make as much.
Maybe we should make a cinema rules cinema where we only play nostalgic and old movies and not new movies.
I'm there for it, guys.
Would you guys be there? Would you travel to the UK just to sit in that cinema?
The answer is yes.
Yeah, there's no other answer.
You know what though? Thanks to everybody for choosing this film in the poll.
It's
obvious why
brilliant.
people chose it because it's got a lot of fantastic qualities.
Yeah.
But also, I think people knew it was probably our sort of film as well.
Definitely.
Yeah.
What would you rate it out of 10?
Right, what would I give it out of 10? It's a difficult one. Because it's one of those films where it's not a masterpiece in terms of narrative
but
or
it's a masterpiece
filmmaking.
in terms of entertainment.
But in entertainment, it's amazing. I loved it. So, I don't want to go too high on it, but I'd probably give it a 7.8.
Okay.
Out of 10.
That's good. That's
I
reasonable.
think it's really fantastic. It's just a good time. It's fantastic in terms of entertainment. There was a bit of tension and you were on edge because you cared about some of the characters.
Yeah.
And Peter Vincent and the actual vampire were really good. And the practical effects were just insane as well.
Yeah.
So I really like this film. I thought it was really good.
7.8.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go just a little bit higher. I was going
to say 8. I was going to say 8, but I don't know why. Because when we rated our original horror films, we were a bit more reserved. So I just thought...
Yeah.
I'll be a bit more reserved, but I was going to say 8.
Yeah, I was going to say 8 as well, but I'm going to pull it back just a tiny bit and go 7.9. That might change after a second viewing.
Yeah, I could easily watch this again.
Yeah, I could watch it again, but will I be as entertained with other people? That's the question, because me and you feed off of each other's energy and these reactions.
Like fucking vampires.
Yeah, literally. Pun intended. But with other people, will I have the same feeling towards the film if I watched it with other people? And I just need to explore that before I give it an 8 out of 10. So 7.9 for me. What would you guys rate it out of 10? Do you agree with our scores?
Where does it sit for you? Apparently there's a part 2 as well.
Okay.
So I don't know. I don't think it's got any of the same. Yeah, I haven't heard it. Don't think it's got any of the same people in. But here we are again, guys. The beginning, yet again.
The beginning
of horror. Of horror. The genre, just of horror.
The genre you guys love to see us watch.
And there'll be some good old franchises that we've been watching before make a good old return as well.
Yeah, some sequels. So look forward to that. If you want to gain access to those reactions early, the link in the description to the Patreon page is down below. You'll also find the full length reaction to our Fright Night reaction down in the description below as well. And if you're not already subscribed, what the really? What why?
Yeah.
Why not?
I just Sean tries. He tries his
try
best.
and I try again.
So Sean's waiting here until you've subscribed.
Yeah, I am. So
I watched The Batman again, by the way.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was good.
Was it good?
Yeah.
I watched. I really want to watch that X movie. You know.
Yeah.
Have you subscribed yet? Jesus, doesn't take that long.
Now people have unsubscribed because made them angry.
Right. Anyway, you don't have to subscribe, but yeah, it would be great if you did. Like, comment down below.
This is a great camera. I like this new camera as well, man.
No, thanks, man. It cost me a lot. Arm and a leg. But yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Cheers.